Let's go. Suck it, Wanda.
Oh, no Wanda's welcome here.
No Wanda's welcome here. It's a t-shirt. We're working on it. We're
Wanda's
working
not
on it.
welcome. No Wanda's welcome. We're not quite sure how it's going to
Yeah,
go.
if Wanda ain't welcome, I don't know who is. But all Wandas. I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are nice, but the ones that we know, nah.
Nah,
Nah.
not tonight. It's a campaign.
Shots fired. Shots fired already. That took no
I know.
time.
We came in hot. It
Came.
was aggressive. Sorry, everybody. We didn't mean to come in so aggressive.
We're lingering with some trauma.
Yeah.
We're battling through some anxieties up here at the Dude Network. But hey, let's get into it though. We got some partners that are going to help us get through this anxiety. First, Cleveland Whiskey.
Ooh.
May not be the only alcohol partner of the Dude Network, but whoa, my bad. Fat thumbed it. But we'll never forget them being with us from the rip. Cleveland Whiskey is always going to be a part of the Dude Network. They're holding a special place in our hearts, and the stuff is amazing. And yeah, always. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but it's kind of annoying.
Now we're the jingle guys. Yes, here we go. Here we go.
I said. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Willow seasonings and blends.
Mm, mm, mm.
It's so good that we wouldn't, we want all people to try this, even the Wandas of the world.
Yeah, I would be okay if Wanda even like this.
Yeah, we'd be like, hey, common sense wins. Common sense.
Yeah, at least you have one shred of it in you.
That's right. That's if you want to make someone look more American and you be more cool, you got that aunt that you're like, Aunt Wanda, I just don't like the way you handle your business. We're gonna get you some Frickson Family Farms. we're gonna make Aunt Wanda cool again.
Yeah, we're gonna save you a little bit. Turn a little of those frowns upside down.
Yeah. Make Wanda into a William. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh god. But anyway, FricksonFamilyFarms.com, prime quality, El Primo. Yeah, don't send these to someone that you don't like because you're gonna be jealous that they're getting something that they don't deserve because Frickson is top notch quality. Don't forget, still have time for the free tomahawk giveaway. Still some entries coming in for that, and it comes with our TDN cookbook, which we are still working on, and also comes with a bottle of the Willow seasoning. There he is again.
Yes.
So we appreciate everybody who has entered in the Frickson Family Farms giveaway, and that didn't cost you nothing but a couple clicks and a couple fat fingers on a keyboard to get into that. But don't forget about the Dude Network box because it's still available and there ain't many left, honestly. We've sold a boatload of them. Darian Day said we're going to run this for another week or two because I'm starting to worry about the amount of goods available. So if anybody really liked the Dude box that has gotten one, I would suggest acting, and I'm not just doing this to be in sales, act quickly to go ahead and get one. It comes with the beef back ribs. It comes with the picanha, the tri-tip, the beef bacon, the beef cheeks, the other pound of beef bacon, a bottle of Willow, and the TDN cookbook for all $200. Shipping is free to all Midwestern states and even some that I would say don't deserve to be in the Midwest that are borderline, but we'll get to them too. Redbeard seasoning available on Amazon. I had a neighbor yesterday take advantage of the cheap shipping. They even have some on sale for $11.99 a bottle right now, and that includes free shipping with Amazon Prime. I know the chicken dust, the honey chipotle, the spicy chipotle, the chicken dust. I think the chicken dust might be like $10.99. I'm not sure, but go over and check out the store Redbeard seasoning over on Amazon and take advantage of it, or go over to his website. He has free shipping. If you get the whole lineup, it's free shipping on the whole thing. So everyone forgets about that. And he's got 10 seasonings right now. So 10 seasonings, big news coming always. All up for $11.99 now with free Prime shipping. I was looking this morning. I will take his word for it. Thank you, John Z. I thought I saw some different pricing out there. But anyway, $11.99, $12.99, $10.99. It's all a hell of a deal on Amazon Prime. Use your Hilton points to do that, to get you a bottle. Use your Discover It miles, your miles on your Discover card you can redeem on Amazon. If you have your Amazon Prime card, that's getting you 5% on your Prime purchases. You can use those points. Try it out for the price of free $99. You don't even have to pay $11.99. You can just cash in some points, Johnsy. And then obviously we love
there it is. There,
Branch barbecue, right? Branch barbecue sauce. It's barbecue. It's ranch. Tax season's over, so we're expecting to see a resurgence of Chris over at Branch here soon. I know he's been up against it the last week. He's ready to party. We might have to let him back on. We might have to let him back on here and party with us, and let him have some Fieldhouse mustard. And me and him have talked about doing a collab here soon, Johnsy. Well, we're just going to just throw down, sling some garage beers. Shout out, and cook a lot of really, really good barbecue. But man, we had Malcolm on last Friday. That was awesome. Big K called me. He didn't say the podcast specifically on his podcast today, but he said the podcast I was on last Friday asked me the same question. That was us.
Yes.
We made it. Didn't say Dude Network, didn't give us a shout out or
name
anything.
Drop, or appearance drop, something, whatever.
But we knew.
Nailed it, yeah.
I kept listening. I have to listen to the rest of it because maybe we got a shout out later on. But we go from barbecue. We've had comics on. Mm-hmm. We've had Wyatt Teller on, Cleveland Browns. Mm-hmm. We've had, before the Dude Network was really the Dude Network like it is now, we did a lot of basketball interviews, a lot of coaches. A lot of people forget that old Tony Lane did some radio back in the day.
No. I know.
I was a real Dick Pepperfield from Semi-Pro, if you know what I mean. I was quite the.
You were definitely
definitely the Richard part. Definitely the Richard part. Right? I see
Sorry,
what you did
buddy.
there. We got to cover some really good basketball. This guy played back when I was in college doing my student apprentice stuff. So go way back with Coach Rector here. Been following his journey, well accomplished, well respected. We're really lucky to have him on here tonight. Great new opportunity for him. So great, a lot of things to dive in with this guy. But Johnsy, did you have a good week this week, man? I know you're up against it at work, but I'm sure you're enjoying your day off today.
Yeah, I still found some time to cook and have some fun a little bit in like the 2 hours that I had in between coming home and going to bed.
Yeah. Peaks and valleys.
Yeah, exactly. Small victories. But today was cool. My daughter that lives close, she last week, I think, hit me up. She was like, I want ribs. And I'm like, well, my next day off is Friday.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait. If you want ribs now, just wait for another week.
Yeah. So,
which takes the pressure off you, Johnsy, because you could have put anything on ribs. It should have been like, thank God.
Where I did Willow's, so they were delicious.
What'd you put? What Willow? Let me guess. Memphis and Sweet Smoke with High Elevation.
High Elevation and Memphis. But then the rib tips I did with that original Japanese barbecue sauce, Botchins.
Botchins or Botchins? Yeah. Botchins or Botchins?
I think it's Botchins.
Botchins sounds like botulism.
Bacons?
If it's Japanese,
that's it. It's Bacons.
That's what I'm saying. If it's Japanese, you got to sound it out with that dialect.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it messed up all the time. Which, dude,
way to be racist.
On pork for me, that and Willow Sweet Heat is like a new next level combo. So anyway,
I got to try the Bacons, man. I just really, really do,
dude. It is.
Yeah. And let's bring in, before we bring Brett on, let's bring in our third wheel here to our trifecta.
Hey.
What's up, Damon, out of Florence, South Kakalaki?
Oh, guys, I was taking a nap.
Oh, hey, that's South Kakalaki.
Oh, yeah, as he has a cold beer in his hand.
Yeah, that South Kakalaki knowledge is going to come out in big ways here tonight. We need it. We need it.
Hey, and it's Bachans.
Bachans?
Bachans.
It's made right here in California, so stay in your lane, buddy.
Hey, but it's all right.
Oh, are we fact checking?
No, go ahead. Northern California, bro.
Hey, we need to.
Hey, but it's I actually got some beef jerky right now, marinating in it right now.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
Yeah,
At that 10-minute mark, we have shots fired.
Yeah, that bachans. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's right.
All right.
But yeah,
But it is made in California.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Cool stuff,
right.
good stuff.
All right, let's do it then. So botchins don't matter. I know this guy knows a little thing about barbecue. He was like, "Wow, you guys got Malcolm on?" I was like, "Don't ask," but you're following that one up. He's like, "Bring it. I'm up to any challenge." You know why, guys?
Ooh.
Do you know why? It's competitive. Gotta win.
Oh yeah.
National champion, coach.
Yeah.
Check.
Coach, yeah.
All West Virginia Intercollegiate Athletic Conference player. Check.
Nice.
Could make it rain like Steph Curry before Steph Curry was even cool. Check. If he would have been played 5 years later, probably be in the NBA.
Could have been.
Probably would have been. But couldn't dunk. Couldn't dunk.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's our
That vertical challenge syndrome is a real thing, they say. You know?
Yeah.
But hey, you know what though? Smartest player ever. You know why he was smart? Coach was like, I need you on my staff, man. You can't just ride off into the sunset being all weeviac. We got to get you back, man. We got to get you on the sidelines. You're a motivator. You were a team player. You were a captain. You're loyal. You got a good hairline. You got a good smile. Kind of good looking. Think you could be good with recruits. You might be able to get some moms to fall in love with you. Send their kid down here to play with you.
There you go.
Let's go.
Let's meet this guy, Brett Rector.
There he is.
What's up, fellas?
What's
How
up,
you doing
Coach?
tonight, man?
How we doing, man? How the
Man,
heck are we?
You're gonna have to stop coming to my athleticism, Tony.
Hey, I watched you. Whoops, snap
Wasn't
that
my
wrist.
strong suit. It's all good.
What was your free throw percentage your senior year?
You know, a funny story, man. My freshman year of college, I was like 93%, but I didn't have enough attempts, so I couldn't make the national rankings because I just stayed outside the 3-point line, didn't get to the line enough.
God, man, 93%. That's crazy. Told y'all.
Yeah.
I tell recruits all the time, I could shoot it, but we had to play some zone because I couldn't guard anybody.
Hey, that Weeviac conference you played in, that was no joke, man.
Well, also to my defense, Ted Scott, Stan Hall. I mean, those guys were good, man.
I could call Stan right now. I think I got his cell phone. We can call Stan. Be like, Stan, what's up?
Those two dudes, nightmares, man.
Yeah, he went from like Louisiana Tech to Alderson Broaddus. So
Pretty good players.
Yeah. It was Ted Scott, Nebraska to West Virginia State. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I still have nightmares about him.
So like that kind of brings into the first point. I know like Damon, Johnsy, you guys got some basketball background here, but not the D2 level is like a completely different thing. But like a lot of people kind of think it's like, well, I didn't go D1. Well, we're going to have Coach Rector here talk about the life of D2, especially with the newfound transfer portal of how competitive D2 is and how hard it is as a coach in today's day and age at that level, because there's so many moving bits and pieces because players can move freely more than they used to be able to. And so it's probably a wild world, man. So I'm really excited to dive into it. I know Damon Johnsy, we're going to have some nice questions from a different point of view tonight from the outside looking in. So that's going to be pretty cool. But real quick, first favorite barbecue item at a barbecue, go.
Ooh, brisket.
Ooh, okay. That wins. West Virginia, chopped brisket. Okay, West Virginia, you are a West Virginia native, right?
It's part of the hard part for me, is I told these people today, like, I'm West Virginia to the core. So me moving to South Carolina is an adjustment.
I know what you did like a year in Pikeville, which is basically West Virginia extended.
Exactly. Fair.
I was actually wondering about that, and actually that was one place we were going to go. Look at you, Stan. Come on, man, stop ruining the show. God, I'm 5 minutes into this thing.
I know.
Hey, you're not the only one. There was you're probably wondering how I found out about it so fast, because believe it or not, I'm not subscribed to D2Dirt.com. So there was someone that spilled the beans, told me first, and they had a special message for you. I said we had a surprise. So without further ado, here's our surprise for you. We have a question from a fan.
congratulations, Coach Rector, on being named the new head men's basketball coach at Coker University. Big fan. You did a terrific job at Salem. 2 questions. As a Salem alum, was it tough to leave Salem in the Valley of Learning? And 2, what was the attractiveness to the job at Coker University that really made you pull the trigger and accept the position? Again, Coach, congratulations. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Awesome right there.
Man.
Good questions, too.
Yeah.
He told me you had some tricks up your sleeve. That was a good one.
That was a good one. The other Smario with Clancy was supposed to send one, but we didn't get it in time, so that was the other one. So sorry.
Yeah. No, hey, I think, man, great questions. But, the one thing I would tell you is, like, Salem was great for me because it gave me the opportunity to be a head coach at the college level, and so as you guys well know, it's a very competitive business, and man, those things don't grow on trees, those opportunities are tough to come by. And so I've got nothing but just great memories and feelings about Salem. It's hard to recruit too because it's not New York City.
Valley of Learning, my friend. The Valley of Learning,
the biggest campus or town or anything like that. But I'm a West Virginia guy, and so it was a tremendous opportunity. And the basketball tradition at Salem is unbelievable. I mean, you go back to the Mike Carey days and even
Archie Talley.
Yeah, go back to Archie Talley days or whatever. And then, Adam Williams did a great job kind of getting the thing going again. And Rob Ford did a good job. And I was able to kind of capitalize on some of that momentum. And we had a great 2 years there. And so it was nothing but great memories there. And this opportunity was just tremendous. I mean, I think just the South Atlantic Conference is Lincoln Memorial and Carson Newman and you just start going down through the list of teams in the league. It makes me a little bit scary talking, makes me a little bit scared talking about it. But
I have a question. Is that also like Mount Olive and like Queens and Pfeiffer and all them, or is that separate?
They used to be, but Queens is D1 now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in the A-Sun. They're in the A-Sun. But
when did that happen?
2 years ago.
They must suck because I ain't heard nothing about it. Shout out!
They were a force in the SAC for a while, and but there's just so many good teams and coaches in the SAC, and I think Coker's a place that just has tremendous potential. Built a new facility in 2015. The area I've been today was kind of my first day on campus. Just the buildings and the town. It's just a great southern town. So I just think the potential's through the roof, and they got a great core of guys coming back. Now we got to go add a couple big time pieces to the puzzle, so to speak. But I feel good about where it's at.
Yep.
I got 5 to give, Coach. I got 5 and 4. Let's go, baby. I got 4
need
to
some
play.
Physicality, man. So let's go.
You got some use.
Hey, you need that motivator in the locker room. You need that guy to filter the coach's words to the players. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Man, I got a communications degree, so we can make that happen. So Damon, and I'm going to let Damon go first here on this one, just because we're based on the South Carolina thing here. Damon, what can you tell Coach here about the beauty of Coker area, South Carolina?
Oh, he hit it dead on the head. That the city that it's in is, it's a pretty small, tight knit, great southern city. They was actually up for like the All-American Award one year, I think. All-American City one year. But just
you're
just
automatically an All-American coach.
Yeah, just get ready. Just get ready for the southern humidity. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the snow and the cold, so I'm all about that. It can't get too hot for me.
Now we know why. Now we know why you left. Johnsy, first question here for Coach.
Okay. How much more what's the difference between playing and coaching? Like, what do you enjoy more?
Fantastic question.
Because I feel like my water polo coach in high school played in college and stuff, and he just but I think you could tell all he ever talked about was coaching. He never talked about playing. He always feel like he just didn't care about the game until he got to coaching.
So that's a great question, and I don't know, man. I would let me start here. So when I grew up in Ravensville, West Virginia, small town, and my dad was the longtime assistant for Mick Price, who has been doing it for 44 years at the high school level. We won 800 and some games, state championships. I mean, he's a legend.
That'll do it. 800 will get you that legend title.
It's like he doesn't age, you know. It's just wild.
Crap,
but so I grew up in the basketball office at Ravenswood High School, and so like those guys were my heroes, man. Those guys were who I wanted to be like. You know, my dad and all his friends were coaches, and seeing Mick do it, and just that's what I wanted to do, and I knew that from a very young age, and so I was able to see it firsthand, and then obviously love playing and being in the gym, and it just. I told one of our players today, walking down the hallway, I said, man, I've kind of been blessed to where I've never really had a real job. It's just
true, because you
love basketball,
man.
man. So it's like I'd do it for free if I could, if I could. So,
or did you sign the contract, right?
It's already signed. So
okay, all right.
You don't have to bleep that part out or anything.
No. I ain't edited nothing, bro. We just let it fly. So you're done. Hey, by the way, I forgot to say that was Jeff Williamson, head coach at Garden City High School in Kansas, with the question. Thank you, Jeff, for doing that. I realized I didn't know it. I was like, who the hell was the guy in the hat? So, yeah, it was a good friend of the show. He was on our Sweet 16 show last year. Good dude. Thank you for Jeff.
And he's done a heck of a job out there in where's he at? Garden City?
Yeah, 20 wins. He's got 20 wins this year. He's like 2 states, 20 wins now.
Yeah.
He's just mocking it off, man.
Yeah.
Damn. So, love that guy. But yeah, thanks again for Jeff on that. Sorry for changing the course. I definitely wanted to give him some love for doing that for us. So yeah, that was John's. That was really solid, man. We have a little game of block and charge we're going to play here with you. We got some nice clips we're going to watch, and we're going to let you be the official. So I'm sure since you always tell officials how to referee the game, we figured we'd let you make the call for them. We'll just sprinkle them in. Actually, I think that's cool.
I got a personal one too. After we do a couple that happened.
We'll do that first. When
I played church league basketball.
Let's get personal, man. Let's peel back these onions. Let's get this guy crying. Let's talk about some previous childhood traumas that made him who he is, or something.
So, I had the ball. I was going up for a layup. And this guy sticks his arm in my face so hard it knocked my contacts out of my eyes. And the guy called a foul on me.
Yeah.
And I can't possibly think of anything that I did to get myself hit in the face to warrant a foul. Can you explain to me what I could have done that is legitimate?
100% the chicken wing. Like this, going the other way, offensive foul. It had to be.
They called this the get off my lawn.
Yeah.
All I did was go like this to shoot the ball. All right.
Shouldn't have shot there. I don't know.
Okay, well, all right.
Hey, I will say this. Officiating, man, is one of the hardest jobs in that you could possibly do. It just is. And we, like, our practices are so competitive, and I want it to be competitive. And our guys get so mad at me about the calls, and I'm like, listen, guys, and then I start making them bad on purpose, just so they can handle a little adversity, Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Oh man,
that stirred up a little bit.
It's bringing back so many Zimmy-isms. Right?
It wasn't quite the answer I wanted, but at least I know that it could have been fair. All right, it's a legit call.
All right. On tonight's first clip of was it a block or was it a charge? Damon, hit it. Oh, we have to go redo that one.
Yeah, it's coming back again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this. High school official. This is a high school game.
It's got to be high school. Look at that kid. He ain't got no meat on them bones.
High school. So high school officials love to call charges when guys are standing under the basket. So, of course, it's a charge. If it's a college game, could be a block because he's in the circle.
Is there? Yeah, there's no circle. I don't know.
No circle in high school.
I think he was camp, dude. He
Charge.
was camped. He could have done like a little floater right there, and I got that too easy.
No
I
doubt.
get it though. He had to flex. Hey.
It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed the
Tactician
job.
question here: are you a coach? Because there might be some recruits watching this. You never know. It's happened before. Hopefully not. But if it does, don't recruit them guys that are watching this show. Just that's not good.
Well, no, hey, no.
Hey,
We
Well,
got
you know, they like to, hey, you know, like to live
millions
life,
and
you know?
millions of
They like to live-
fans at this point. So
Anyway, okay. So would you rather have the player go up for the dunk that changes the entire atmosphere of the crowd, the bench, everything, momentum swing, or would you rather, but they could get a charge, or would you rather them play it conservative and just get the points?
I'm all about 2 points. I'm all about the 2.
Hmm.
I like efficiency. We talk about that all the time. I don't want to get into playing fast, playing slow. I just want to be efficient, man. And so we actually, it was funny. I was watching a prep school practice 4 or 5 years ago, and they would always, if they're doing 5-on-0 or a drill or whatever, and if somebody missed a dunk, they would get on the line and run, and I was like, that's like the best thing I've ever seen, And so I just like to be sure. I say sureness all the time. We need sureness.
there you go.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen some really conservative coaches that you wouldn't think say I'd rather see the dunk, but they like that momentum.
Yeah.
They like that momentum charge for the team, especially if there's a game where things just ain't quite clicking.
Yeah.
And then someone just goes up and dunks it on someone and gets the and one, and the whole crowd just in the bench just loses it, and then they go on like a 10-2 run because their team's like reeling from it. So
I like
curious.
that.
That's one of them 50-50 things. So that's why, we're here. Like I said, we're here to exploit things. All right. We got a couple of these here. We'll do one more, then we'll get back to the next. We'll get into some more questions here for sure. All right, Dane, hit the next one here. Which one we got? There's so many good ones. This was not hard. Play it again, David. I gotta watch that one again. Don't do it.
And out.
And that's what happens when you act like a Wanda.
Ooh.
That is a charge.
Yeah. No, that was a blocking foul.
Exclamation.
No, she shouldn't have been there. She was in the circle.
Oh, man.
Dude, all you had to do is just Google, like go to TikTok and search block or charge. And it was like, there's like millions. Rex Chapman, we forever owe you for that.
Oh, those are great. I could lay up all night watching those.
Yes. John Z. Damon, are you guys aware of the block charge? Like, I know you guys aren't into the whole basketball thing a whole lot, but like just like a horse running over a human and someone's like, block or charge?
No.
Never?
Nope. Sorry.
Man, totally different algorithms, coach.
Yeah.
Algorithms. All right, hey. Go to Rex Chapman.
Hopefully that we talked about it.
It's going to pop up on your phone now.
Yeah,
John Z. and Damon, go to Twitter and subscribe to Rex Chapman. I promise you will not be let down. You'll be introduced to the world because it is endless possibilities on blocker charge. Like Twitter, it could be like me like running with a rack of ribs and Wally would run in front of me and I'd flatten him and they'd be like blocker charge, So,
you could do it with so many scenarios, man.
So many. Coach, how many technicals did you get last year?
Oh man, hopefully my mom. There's one person I've gotten one in 3 years of being a head coach. I was head coach at Parkersburg South and then 2 years at Salem. And I got one technical, and it was the last game of the year, my first year at Salem. And it was a weird deal. Like, we were getting pressed, and they were fouling us in the traps. And just because it was so far from the basket, they weren't calling it, And so our guy split a trap and just, and like I came up off the bench this way, and the ref was running by. And so it almost looked like it was bad, but it really wasn't what my intentions were, But dude, and I deserved it.
Yeah.
But got called fouls in the traps. Come on, guys.
First coach I've ever heard say he deserved the technical. I did. I want that. Bro, I want that. That doesn't happen. What a humble.
I've only gotten one.
What an honest guy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Hey, mom's watching. Send your kids down to Coker. You're in good hands with Honest
That's
Abe
right.
up here. Honest Abe up here.
Yeah.
There's an art to it a little bit where I'm probably on the verge like every second, and then I think like you gotta, if you rip them really good, the next time they run by, you gotta joke with them a little bit, loosen them back up, and there's probably a balance to it.
Not Greg Zimmerman at Alderson brought us. It was full throttle, A to Z.
Zero balance.
Zero. All right, so like I don't want to, because no one knows who the hell I'm even talking about, but the college coach, and you gotta remember, guys, like the crowds at our college, like there was nothing else to do, and we had like 2,000 kids. So like on a weeknight, if school was in session, pretty good crowds because there was nothing else to do on this dry campus.
Right.
That was a good effort, and by then,
dry.
I got taught a lot, but they still wanted my money to graduate, so we just had an understanding.
Rack up some tickets.
Yeah, let's just say I know the guy's name was Dennis McNabo, and I hope he forever rots. And like I don't wish nothing. Yeah, it's bad.
No, that's
not nice. That's not nice. That's bad juju. At the time when I was young and drunk at 22, I really wanted bad things to happen to that guy. But I'm a mature adult now. Wish him the. Can't do it.
Oh man,
can't do it. But no, like D2 crowds were like really small. Like in some towns, like there just wasn't a big, like when you go up to like the Fairmont States and Fairmont, West Virginia, there's a lot to do in that town, and like nobody wanted to go to the basketball game. They had this massive like 7,000 seat arena with like 500 people on a good night. So like it would get really quiet, and on radio, like I was radio row, which means I was the only guy doing radio down at the scores table, which was on the court. So you would hear the coaches. We're like a loosely affiliated Baptist school, and the coach was not speaking like a good Baptist would speak at times. And you'd be sitting there, and I'd be like, all right, there's a foul on the floor. And you just hear the coach being like, get your head out of your fucking ass. Like oh, God. Sorry, Brett. I said I wasn't going to cuss, and there we go. But it was quoting someone else. But no, it was just funny. You would just sit there and be like, and Coach Zimmerman is not happy with the call on the floor. FCC regulated, but the best one was the crowd went quiet, and he goes, no wonder you never lose a game in this gym with these refs. And they were like, boo. Because he like said it, and he just looked around like, man, everyone got really quiet before I said that. And he wanted to keep the art form. So yeah, it's funny. So to hear, it's nice to hear refreshing that a coach doesn't need to live off the technicals to get a couple calls later in the game.
That's right.
There's some like refs are like, man, thank God, like you're cool. Thank God, like I got you, man. Like okay, I know I messed up, I got you. Like, yeah. Has anyone ever come up to you and been like, I know I blew it?
What's that?
If they ever come up to you like, I know I blew it.
Yeah, the guys that will talk to you and the guys that will say, hey, I probably missed that one, man, it goes a long way with me. Like it just
right. Absolutely.
What am I supposed to say as a head coach if I'm like yelling and screaming at a guy and he comes over there and he says, hey, coach, you know what? I probably missed that one. Okay. Like it's the guys that like just you can't talk to them. They come back at you. They got big egos. Those are the ones that just make me
they look at you with the whistle. They're like this, like just staring you down. Like,
that's the exact look at that son of a bitch.
You've seen that before.
On church league.
Yeah. I got thrown out of a lot of.
That was like the last time. The last time I played basketball, pretty much.
Yeah. They sit here and just look at you like, I'll do it. Yeah.
Not that it was your fault.
They give you that stare, man. They give you that stare. Damon, what you got, man?
So, what core values are important to you for a successful team?
Look at this,
man. That's a like an interview question, right? That's a good one.
Hey, but I mean,
we got. So, it wasn't me. That's why I got the other guys involved. I need some serious.
We're not just some guys who sit around and have a podcast.
Not some bald dudes wearing long sleeve tees of oil field shirts in the state of California. We're deep. But yeah, that's a good.
So here you go, man. So we use I'm giving you our secrets here. Team meeting number 2. These are going to be talked about with the Coker Cobras. So we have the 5 H's. Unbelievable mascot name, by the way.
Yeah,
Cobras, great. But
oh
yeah. So we go 5 H's is what we call them. And so for us, we have honor, humility, hustle, hospitality, and high capacity. Those are our 5 H's.
Let's go. Nice.
And it's basically, and they all have taglines. They all, and I give examples, and because at the end of the day, man, like those are all great words. But we got to get a group of guys living those things out. That's what really is going to help us win close games. That's what's going to bring us together throughout the course of a year. And that's also what's going to make these dudes successful, in life. I think that's the thing I love about our core values is that, honor, humility, hustle, high capacity, hospitality, those things. Like, you go get a job someday and you live those things out, you're probably going to be pretty successful in your job. And just for example, our hospitality core value says it's not what you have, it's what you offer. And so that's just one thing that we have. And you can kind of tie that into basketball. You can tie it into life. And that's what, I love about those core values. Actually, Dwayne Osborne at Charleston and I really kind of came up with those things 4 or 5 years ago. And they've been staples for our programs, ever since.
Coach Osborne was a good one to learn under. I was, not
5 years, man. I was with him for 5 years, and that dude prepared me for this opportunity, just as much as anybody I've ever been around in my entire life.
How important is it in coaching world to have that guy to be your ambassador to help get you your foot in the door? How critical is that to find that first job?
You know what? The one quote I always use on that is that the closest thing to a shortcut in coaching is having the right mentors. And so I use that, and I think I've been blessed to have Dwayne Osborne, Mick Price, my dad, Kelly Wells, Bob Williams, Amrit Rayfield. I mean, you go down the list of guys that I've been able to play for, work for. And that's what's the beauty of this whole deal is that there's 1,000 ways to do it. And so I've been able to take a little bit of each one of those guys and then just make it into my own.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Johnsy.
Yo.
You're next.
Kind of piggybacking off the values question, but what's your way to tackle like egos or differences or troubles that may not like a problem player, but like that team kind of stuff or the rivalry or hot-headedness or this or that, especially when you do competitive practices, like he cheap shot at me last week, I'm gonna bust him up this week, or whatever.
Yeah,
it happens. I played, like
listen, and I say it all the time, like it's a basketball team, it's not it's not going to be perfect, man. There's going to be times that I get mad at them, they get mad at me, they get mad at each other, but you just got to have each other's back at the end of the day and be loyal and always see the bigger picture, That's a great question, man. And listen, our first team meeting at Salem last year, I think it's even heightened now with the portal because that team chemistry, camaraderie, being together for years, it just doesn't happen as much as it used to. So when you're with somebody for 4 years, playing together and then you have a little argument, like there's so much togetherness already built up that you'll get over it. But if you only known a dude for 4 months and then something goes sideways, there might not be any coming back from that, And so I think, at our first team meeting at Salem last year, I held up a sign in a frame and it said, check your ego at the door. The only thing that matters is team success. And so that's what I told our guys. Listen, how good we are this year has nothing to do with, we got plenty of size, plenty of shooting, plenty of athleticism. It has to do with, can you guys come together and play for each other, and that's what's going to make us or break us. So that's the hard part, this day and age, especially with the portal and all that, is just getting that togetherness and chemistry and camaraderie. And that's something that handling adversity is a big one, man. Like I talk about that all the time. You got to bounce back. You got to show up the next day when you lose and be ready to practice. Hey, I told these guys today, like you're going to apply for a job when you're 25 years old and you think you're the best candidate and you're not going to get it. What are you going to do? You're going to quit and you're going to keep trucking. So I just think that the life, that's what I love about basketball and creating a team and a culture is it's about life, man. It's about helping them grow as people and learn to get through some hard stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome, man. I'm gonna send my kid down to play for you when he's old.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Always a bruiser, bro. He's gonna be a banger. He's gonna be a banger. Yeah, we might have to find a degree that fits his skill set. We'll get there. We'll get there. You got time to figure that out.
Oh gosh.
It's
I love you, Wally.
construction technology a degree.
Yeah, dude. What do you mean?
Hey, there's no
Demolition
shame.
guys and all
They're
kinds
big
of
money,
stuff.
big money. Don't let
There's
anybody.
There's all kinds of people who drop buildings, and
Yeah.
Man.
it's a lot of money. That's a lot of
So what's new center 2015? Is it not? I'm assuming banging. It's nice. Nice facility. Nice facility you got to coach in. I mean, I know UC as a head coach. I know UC is like really, really nice. I don't know what it is in comparison to that, but
Yeah, it's right at 2,000 seat arena.
okay.
Middle section's got the chair backs, and they got the practice gym right off the main gym, and nice kind of sweet area up top. Overlooking the court, beautiful office. It's crazy. You'll enjoy this. Is my office has windows. On this side, it overlooks like the tennis courts, baseball field. The backside overlooks campus, and the last two offices I had no windows. So
I was gonna say, wait. Did we go from 0 windows to 2 windows?
I had 0 windows at Charleston, 0 windows at Salem. So I'm
moving on up.
He's moving on up, bro.
Yeah.
Play the song. Where's Coach Prime at? Play the song, man.
I don't know. Coca Cobra for life now. Man.
Listen, I was on the phone today for like a lot of the day, and I was like standing up, just looking out the window, like, man, this is great.
Hey, if anybody wants to go back to his old office, it's on the old Dude Network on YouTube. It's still the same Dude Network. You have to go back a little bit. Dude was in a dungeon painted like cinder block wall that he painted like y'all remember like Doobie's green? It was like that green, like that was his coaching office. So, I'm like, what school are you even with, man? Like, I was giving him crap. I was like, we need some decor on the walls.
Listen, you've got the wall decor on point, man. You blow me out of water on the wall decor. I mean, that's impressive.
If you ain't Browns, you don't matter. That's how we do, man. No, I appreciate that, man. About this old thing, this old thing.
Well, if they didn't rep so hard, there would be nothing for them because they don't do anything.
You probably don't want to go there.
No, I'm a Chargers fan, so it's fair game on me too. It's all good.
Hey, go Cox, Brett.
That's right.
Yeah, go.
Coker got a football team?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, that's familiar then. Hey, you get to be big dog again. Basketball is sport that matters. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you get the call. No wonder you got the office with 2 windows. There's no football there.
We had football. I wouldn't have it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, I'll tell y'all right now, if they announce there's a football team, he's losing that office.
Kick me out as fast as they put me in.
Every time he walks in, he's like,
I used to be up there right there.
He's like, hang on. You get the call like from the tennis coach. Can you put my stuff in the dryer? Yeah, hang on. He's like
oh man.
Oh, let's get to the next couple blocker charges. Let's go. Let's keep this good vibes going here, man. Man.
What? Yeah, I hate that it stalls that first time.
Yeah, that's this.
She got the end one on this, but there's no way.
Assembly Hall home cooking, maybe?
You can't come from the thighs and go through and get the call. Come on.
I don't know about that. That's charge right there. Gotta be
charged. Yeah,
outside the circle, feet were set, legal guarding position. I mean, what more do you want? But you're playing, you're playing on the road. I get it.
Yeah, that was IU. That was Big Ten. So yeah, that was Big Ten. I should not have taken a drink before that came on. This is one of my favorite ones. Let's watch that again.
All right, see what we got here. Man, you know what? Like I think the previous 3, I was like, no question, knew what they were. I don't know what I got on that. If you're reffing the game, what do you call
I call incidental contact.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I would have been like, I don't think anybody won on that. So just gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Johnson's dying. Johnson can't take it.
You know what? Sometimes I think about when there's contact like that, the ref just doesn't call anything. He just gives one team the ball and move on. So, maybe that's what the call is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the girl, she wasn't trying to set a screen, so it's not a moving screen. But I don't know. John, are you all right, bro? John, I've never seen Johnsy like die.
He's gone.
God, he's out. He's out. He's out like that little guard is that ran into the great block of China, man. That was amazing. That was amazing. Damon, next one. We got a couple more.
All right, so we're gonna make it a little funny. Here we go.
John's just killing me.
Oh no. I thought 17 was done right there.
I thought he did a push up though. He did all right. Thank God for pads. I mean, look at this.
I'm back.
Oh. First of all, whatever school that is has got to back that fence up a little bit.
That's a charge. That's a charge all day.
Hedges in.
That's a lawsuit.
I mean,
yeah, man, that kid gets
that was
what
it was a solid block.
Yeah. Oh my!
That was that chicken wing. That was that chicken wing.
Yeah. That's what I did. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that, Johnsy. Hey, we do have one question from the crowd here. What players has he played beside with or worked with that he is most proud of their success? That's a good one.
Great question.
That's a good one. We had to filter through a few of his comments there to find that one, but we got it.
Need on a haystack.
Yeah. If you knew, you knew.
Yeah. You know what? It's like
shout out, Burley. We love you.
I'll give you an example. You know, at Salem, or any time that I can, help these guys get what they want when they're done, And so I think I'll just give you a great example. We had a kid, Darius Bball, at Salem. He played at South Carolina Aiken. Was kind of the backup 5-man on really, really good Division II teams at South Carolina Aiken. And he had 1 year left, and we brought him in at Salem, and he was our starting center. And he just was kind of looking for a bigger role, and he ended up, averaging double figures for us and 6'8", 6'9", and he signed with the team in Denmark playing professionally. He was so appreciative of the opportunity, and he came in and helped us win 20 games my first year at Salem and was a huge, huge part of that. And then now he's playing professional basketball. That's awesome. So just seeing him be able to go through our program and get to the end game that he really desired is just what makes me happy. And that's just an example of a guy playing pro. It's, anybody that does any type of job they want that we've helped them get to is super rewarding for me.
That's an awesome story. And honestly, man, I think, and that's another point to the D2 life. Everyone kind of craps on it, but there's like just as many good D2 players that get a chance to go play overseas, because really all you need is that one shot over there, ball out, move up to the next step up, because it's like European, like John Z. Day, I don't know how like European, like it's like the soccer. You have your crappy teams, and then you get to move up and down. There's always shuffling. Where you finish at the end of the year determines where you're at the next year.
Yep.
So you can go down to these like bottom tier teams, get your shot, and then if you do really good down there, then these teams up here are going to sign you off of their teams. So like all you need to do is get a shot. So everyone thinks that D2 is kind of like but I'm never going to get to play pro. I'm just going to get to be a college ball player, which is still a top 1% of your skill set in the United States. But it's it's still a really good opportunity for you. And now you're saying, so the next part of that is the transfer portal. Now that you can get kids to like transfer D2 to D2 without sitting out a year, or a lot of D1 kids that can transfer down, get their playing time, then maybe transfer back up. How has the transfer portal helped or hurt college basketball in your opinion? Because this is kind of like a 50-50 question. Yeah. Some coaches want them freshmen to develop and every year bringing new guys? Or with you being a new coach that needs some holes to fill, are you going to go ahead and hit that transfer portal up hard? And do you understand why a lot of coaches are doing that?
Yeah, it's probably the first thing I would tell you is it's like it probably doesn't matter what I think about it. You adapt or die, right? And that's probably in any profession, whatever. Like you better get up to speed with what's going on, or you're gonna get left behind. And so we've been very, very successful at Salem with the transfer portal, and so we've used it to our advantage to bring in guys with maybe one. The one kid we had at Salem, for example, Tobias Howard. I mean, he's a 3-star recruit and played at Towson, Indiana State, and was very successful as a Division I player. He had 1 year left, and we got him at Salem. He averaged 20 points a game for us and hit 86 threes at 47%, and now he's playing professionally. So, for us,
how many pros did you have at Salem in 2 years?
We had those two guys our first year, and then this year we could have another couple, but we don't know yet, because we just kind of finished. They're still looking, but
you, man, like a little
those two guys, Darius and TJ, were huge for us. But I think it's for me, like in every situation is different. I think there were some things we had in place at Salem to where we did it probably a little more than some other places would, like at Coker. I think. With what our current needs of the roster is, we'll probably bring in a couple guys from the portal. But moving forward, I would like it to be a good balance of, high school, prep school, 4-year guys, and also, transfers. I think balance is good and is key because you got to have those core guys. But, this day and age, though, you worry about, okay, you get a good freshman and he does well, he's out, he's going D1. Like I was joking the other day, which this is probably not true, but I just said, hey, when I played, like if they would have had the portal, I might have ended up at Duke or something, like somebody averages 10 points a game in D2. And like next thing you know, they got 87 offers from mid-majors. It's the craziest thing ever. But like that's the world we're living in, and you got to adapt.
Is that really happening?
Oh, it's out of control. Some of the stuff that's happening, I'm like, what?
So D1 schools are just like poaching the good D2 schools now.
Like I'm like there's yes.
Dang, dude, that's kind of terrible.
It's definitely there's some interesting things that go on, and then you get into the stuff, which is mainly a high major and D1 type of thing with the in NLI or NIL stuff and all that, and we probably don't deal with it as much. D2, there's just not probably as big a market for it as there is it.
I'm just saying the Dude Network needs some dude athletes, man. So I mean, can we?
We can work out some deals for our guys, man. Let's get it.
Hey, let's go. Hey, we have a question here from the crowd. How much would it cost for him to plug the Dude Network or your sponsors at the games? Curious.
Great question. I can ask. That's definitely.
Let's find out a banner. Let's get a banner. Hey, we can get a banner.
Today was my first day, so once I get through the 75 things on my list, we'll add that to it.
And then I'll stand up in the stands with my shirt on.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
The Kakalaki sign, man. I've been seeing it all night. That's big time. I hadn't noticed. Yeah,
we could probably. Okay, say less. Yeah. All right, never mind. Damon and I know, and John to know. We all know. You don't know, Brett. But that's by design. So yeah, we have a thing.
You may know.
You're not included in this one. So hey, we got 6 more minutes here before we get you out of here. I know you probably got to call a couple recruits yet here tonight, and the grind don't stop. Probably watching some film from last year's last couple games, seeing what you got to work with. But we have one more blocker charge here, then we'll get one more question from the guys, and then we'll get you out of here, man. So Damon, last blocker charge. This is gonna be good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oish.
That was a block.
Just start it over because I want to watch that again. I want to watch this runaway beer tanker walk around third base here.
Holy crap!
He was smoking it too, son.
Yeah, this is Pablo Sandoval, ex Kung Fu Panda.
Oh,
dude!
It was the hands to the. He hit chicken winged him double to the
put him in the dirt.
Right to the head.
He's just
man. That's rough.
So is that a blocker or charge?
I don't know if the catcher was ever in like legal guarding position. He kind of turned funny. Like it's got to be a block.
Oh, you're gonna give.
I told you it was a solid block.
Boom. I don't know, man. He was dodging out of the way. He tried to
player control. player
got
control.
scared. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give Kung Fu Panda with the old on that one.
Yeah.
That was unnecessary blunt force trauma.
Golly, yeah, that was rough. That was hard to watch. That was a little aggressive.
I don't know. I love watching people get melded. It's a thing. It's a thing. Damon, last question here for Coach Rector.
Hey, man, it's not more so a question, but it's congratulations on the new job. Welcome to South Carolina. I mean, it's the best place. It's the best state. I mean, on the East Coast. On the East Coast.
Yeah. No, listen, man. I'm excited to be here, and like I got a question for you, man. Like, what do I got to do in Florence, Hartsville area? What spot do I got to eat at? What do I got to do?
Oh,
give me something good.
Well, you should eat at Back
I
Porch
need a
Barbecue.
good barbecue caterer.
There's a place called Back Porch Barbecue you can eat at.
Where's that?
My house. Hey, it's only 45 minutes. It's only a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Hey, if I ever come down there, trust me, he's gonna be right there with me. We're gonna cook for the team. We're gonna do some barbecue for you.
Back Porch Barbecue, man.
Yeah.
There's a couple of nice little spots right there in Hartsville.
Nice.
I'm bad with names. I'm bad with names on restaurants. There's a nice little barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
Bistro style.
I went to that brewery that's over there by campus. It was good.
Wild Heart.
Yeah.
They got some good food. Yeah.
Look at this bonding. I love it. All right. Yeah. So, hey, Damon? What do we need to tell him about South Carolina barbecue, though? He needs to know. He can't be bringing us West Virginia barbecue down here, man. He's got to fit in with the locals and get that general interest from local business owners. He's got to blend. You got to be a social chameleon. Yeah. Can't do that without throwing some vinegar on some sauce. You can't be coming in with the sticky freaking tomato sauce.
Bring sticky barbecue.
Ain't gonna tell you, man. Don't put no creamy damn slaw chili dogs down there either.
We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get you out of college out here in California because we love all barbecue out here.
Like tofu burgers.
Yeah. No. Get out of here. No.
Quinoa patties. Yeah.
Hey, all the people you know from California, how many of them are cooking tofu?
I don't know. It's what you had for dinner, so I don't know you.
No.
If you ever want good Canadian geese, you got to go to California. That's a fact.
It's always got to circle back to that.
It's got to always circle back to it, Donzie. Speaking of circling back, we're circling back to you for the final question for Coach Rector. Bang, transition.
All right. That was a good one. Starting players, if you could handpick them from pre-97 and back.
Oh, you're starting 5 NBA?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was born in 1984, and I had the you guys remember the little starting lineup, guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
2000 and back, whatever's easiest.
Yeah. So, man, you guys remember Mark Price?
Yes.
Played for the Cavs.
Cleveland, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's why he remembers it.
I remember
that's my dad's favorite player.
Okay.
What's that?
He was an excellent passer, John.
Yeah. So, there's just some guys probably in my childhood that I just, I just love watching. I remember going, obviously the Bulls with. I remember seeing Jordan play on his final go. Had the Dennis Rodman jersey on at the time. My mom was like, "Why are you wearing a Dennis Rodman jersey?" So I love Dennis Rodman, which it's crazy because actually like. The guys right now as I recruit, it's like, man, if they have just the one elite skill set, I just love it. And I always think about Dennis Rodman and that, So Dennis Rodman, I was a big fan of him.
Yes, dude, I love this guy.
Yeah, so Dennis Rodman.
I'm such a fan of Rodman.
I love Jordan. It's crazy because I love Jordan growing up, and then but now I'm a big LeBron guy, So I know I'm sorry. I know it's just. I don't know. So I don't know.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on a spaceship.
Here's the thing. Here's what I would tell you. I'm 38 and LeBron's 38, and it's a chore for me to do a 3-mile walk. That dude's still playing in the NBA.
I know.
So
it's a respectful
longevity
hate.
is incredible.
It's a respectful hate.
I get the annex and some of the stuff. I get it. But like we graduated both, 2003. I was from West Virginia. He was in Ohio. So I just kind of grew up watching them. And like, just his
I
natural gifts.
I always
are
did
just-
say he was a good player, an incredibly good player.
So actually, somebody that isn't watching. Little fun fact here, because
boy.
I was 04 in Northeast Ohio is where I graduated.
Yeah.
You remember Regular Alderson Broadus, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's my cousin, first cousin. Grew
Yep.
up with him. That's how I ended up at Alderson Broadus. He was on LeBron's AAU team and was on the floor with him when he broke his wrist. And that was my cousin's like ESPN claim to fame because he was on the floor. And they showed this like white dude burrowing in the background. And then there's LeBron left there with a broken wrist. But he's on ESPN though.
Hey,
He made it.
So, but it was cool though because I got to watch like
Okay.
LeBron at the underground level VIP because I was going in with family to watch the warm-ups before they let general admission in. They would let family in. So like you had to get there. It was crazy. It was AAU, which nobody really went to AAU games, as you know, like except for like recruits and especially back in like 03, you know, 04 in that area. And you would just have like these NFL players down on the sideline, like watching layup drills, pregame warm-ups of like LeBron, and it was like Romeo and Drew were all in the same squad.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
But it was like looking back on it, what a rare opportunity that was. I'm so glad my cousin was good at the sports and I sucked at it, but I was able to be like grow up next to him and let me tag along because I got to see some stuff I had no business seeing.
Yeah.
And that was one of it.
That was 4.
Larry Bird.
My man. No
Mr.
way.
Purdue Boilermaker
No
himself.
way. I was thinking, I'm like,
He
it's
drank
gotta be Larry
Boilermakers.
Bird in
not-
the threes.
drank
It's
it.
got to be Larry Bird in the threes. And he,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when he wins the 3-point contest with the warm up on and before it, he says, "Which one of y'all shooting for second?" I mean,
Didn't even take a warm-up shot. Didn't even take a warm-up shot.
legendary.
Oh, man. Speaking of legendary,
Let's go.
that's our guest tonight here. Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for coming
congratulations
on
again,
here. Hopefully
man.
you didn't regret that. But yeah, that's but thank you so much, man. I'm personally just so happy for you. You've worked your absolute tail off, man. You've done all the right things. You put in your time. You worked your way up the ladder, and you have an absolutely phenomenal opportunity down there at Coker. You're now a Cobra. And, we're just thankful for the time you had on here tonight. And hopefully our paths cross, and we'd love to get you on before the season, man, and give a little preview and give a little feature down here on Coker and see how everything's going down there, man. Thank you.
That'd be
so
awesome,
much
man.
for
Thanks,
being with us.
guys. It was great. It was great catching up. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you too, Coach. All right, that was new Coker Cobra.
There you go.
Hey, thanks again, man.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Later. Oh, man, what a great. We had John D. crying, Damon. We had John D. crying.
Oh my God. I look so insensitive, dude. But that just, hey, she didn't move, and that girl just went boom, returned from the starting position.
It was
Game over. Start again at beginning.
Yeah.
okay. Does anyone remember the game Sonic Pinball?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So do you remember when you would hit that thing and it would automatically like boom, like ricochet you out?
Right.
That's how I felt. That's how I
yeah.
felt.
Like
Hey.
she returned to where she began that run.
So
I mean, not in the same position. She had altered positions, but
yeah, that was.
yeah.
Can we?
Dude,
I almost
you
wanna look
guys
at it.
freaking killed me with that one.
Yeah. Man, by the way, everybody,
we don't-
all dayer. The lime.
you got that
Rob
line.
did.
You lucky.
Yeah, we'll get these guys now, I'm sure. All right, let's look at this again. We got it here. I mean, watch. Poof. Like,
Hey, she.
can we talk about the form of her defense?
Yes, dude, how she moved back perfectly
Yeah,
good. Dude,
the footwork
that's
was
exactly what I was going to bring up.
impeccable.
Boom. Totally arms down, no, nothing, and just step back perfectly.
Yep.
Oh,
One.
I like that little. Oh.
Yeah. Well, she got laid. She laid herself out, I guess.
That's awesome. Oh man, that's cool.
Hey, great D. Great D.
Great
D.
Great team. She kept the ball in front of her. That's the name of the game.
That's right.
Oh man, you guys, what are we cooking this weekend? I gotta know. I want to know.
I I did ribs today, like I said earlier, but I did a pasta salad, a pesto pasta salad. It was good.
You did tell me that.
And
How did that turn out there, John? The pesto
real
money?
good. Yeah. Secret hack. Just thin
Super.
it out with a little mayo. Boom. Now it's like a salad dressing.
So it's almost like a crema, almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or you could use like a crema.
Like
Yeah,
a table
like a table
cream.
cream. Yeah, absolutely. Which I did get a table cream, and because I'm not a huge fan of just straight avocado, but I try and eat them because they're real good for you. And so I made an avocado lime crema, and I bottled it up. So I got all that stashed away. I got one day to do it, so I went big.
That sounds good.
I did the fermented honey thing too. Did I talk about that earlier?
No,
Or is that on the phone?
No,
I don't remember. I don't want to bore everybody with.
I know mine's getting close, dude. It's still burping, but it's already like super runny. The orange slices, it really broke that down quick. And guys, I really do want to go back here real quick to our show. I kind of transitioned out of it, and I shouldn't have done that. But so, what did you guys take out of this conversation? Because this is a new guest for us, with us all being together. You know, we haven't had any college coaches or anything like that. So, anything you guys got out of that? You're like, man, I never would have really realized that or thought about that or anything like that. Johnsy?
I don't know about it. Oh man, I'm really on the spot here.
No, Damon. I mean, I guess either of you.
I just enjoy talking with people.
Yeah.
I'm all about life experiences, and I'll never be a coach. I'll never know what it's like. I'm never gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna say never, but I'm probably never gonna hang out with one. You know, like getting to see behind this. Yeah, I have no idea what it's just. I just love learning about people, man.
Yeah. That was cool. Yeah, Damon, what about you, man?
Coaches, sorry, real quick. Coaches are a big deal in a lot of guys' lives.
That's
so that's. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. No,
welcome to the Yellow Kitchen question.
Yeah.
But you know, like, and he, you know, here's a guy who played, and like, obviously, very interesting that he knew he wanted to be a coach from a kid. That one threw me for a loop because most guys want to be players. That's what you always start out wanting to be. You want to be a player.
Right.
You know, he just enjoyed the game so much, he always knew he was going to be a coach, who do you want to play for?
Well, and it's, I mean, yeah, it was, and it goes to show you, like, the guy we had asked the question, like, I know both of them from when they were playing. Like the first guy, he didn't get to play college. He was a good high school player, state champion, but, you know, didn't get that college opportunity because that just wasn't, you know, what he was. So he had to go around like volunteer assistant at D2 schools, latch on with any high school program that would take him, got into a couple of college jobs, like had to do like 5, 6, 7 different jobs. And now he's like a coach at a high school out in like all the way out in Kansas. It's just funny how the coaching world takes these guys around. And he was right, man. He's been blessed because this is his first time ever with a job outside of West Virginia. He was at Pikeville University, which is literally a half hour on the other side of the West Virginia line in the heart of the coal field. So it's not much different. And it was within a 2-hour it was within a 2-hour drive of where he grew up at. So like,
yeah,
I'm excited for him to like learn something new, but it's also like interesting with the path. I've always been curious of the paths of coaches and players. That's why I like to read old nonfiction sports books. I love the journey. I love hearing about the journey. Everyone's journey is a story, and every story is worth being told, in my opinion. And
absolutely.
So that's like that's like the proper way to say what I was getting at. Like I just love being able to hear the background, like what it's like, what it took, like where you've been, who are you, like how, why a coach, this and that, exactly what you said. Yeah.
And I've also found that I keep forgetting that he's not technical guy. He never got a technical foul guy. I forgot that he's like real chill.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. He said he got one. I'm like,
yeah, like one. I'm like, dude, I've gotten 3 personal fouls in the first 10 minutes of this conversation.
Like, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm about to get thrown out of the game here.
Yeah, man, I'm already benched for foul trouble, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, you're looking at a guy who spent several times in the penalty box, minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I've been kicked
Damon,
out of games.
Lasso of Truth. Coker nice? Is it nice?
Is Coker nice?
Yeah.
I've actually never been on campus.
But like, is the town nice? It's a nice
Yeah,
town.
the town's real nice. The town's real nice. Like I say, it's a historic little city. It's real small. It's not real, metropolis. I mean, it's
really good for him where he comes
well,
from.
like I said, it's gonna sound southern as all get out when I say this, but it's very slow pace per se there to a degree. I mean, it's a huge town. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, we're going to go to Hartsville to do this. We're going to go to Hartsville to do that," because there's a lot of nice places over there to go. But like I said, they was at one time. This was many years ago, but they was up for like the All-American City. So
Okay, well, that's good. I mean, I've heard that was like one school like. I covered some North Carolina schools when I was in West Virginia, but we never seemed to play anybody from South Carolina.
mm-hmm.
So, like, when I lived in South Carolina, it was over by the Coastal Carolina campus. Outside of that, I didn't know much about South Carolina. Don't remember much of South Carolina until I went down to Columbia last year. Go Cox!
That's
Go
right.
Cox.
Oh boy,
Cock Nation.
That's the only reason he remembers because he loves screaming cock.
Hey, I can't wait to be a Gamecock fan this fall.
Oh boy.
No, I'm going to be a Cox fan.
Hey, remember what Wanda said. You don't live there, you don't get a vote.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Which reminds me, we're going to get some feedback from the crowd on a new shirt.
Which way we should go with this great idea, dude.
Yeah, because we have our segment. We have the Land of the Free, Home of the Poors troll roasting series. I like how we have a series of, like, apparel. We don't have like it actually for sale, but we have it.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Yeah,
we've been dealing with a
Redbeard knows.
We've been dealing with a local patron. I voiced my opinion on a local political thing, which was the first mistake. Yeah. Just trying to help my local community. Voice my opinion for what I felt was right.
Yeah, well, you stupid.
Yeah, you stupid, like, want better for your kids, bastard. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that'll be the last. This will be the last time I do this. So there's somebody that she got very aggressive on all posts, attacked all people involved equally, and her name was Wanda, which we felt was an appropriate subsidy of Karen. So we're gonna make a T-shirt in honor of Wanda. So that way, when I'm walking around my local small community, and I will give a lot of that. I hope one day to have the budget to hand a lot of them out, so a lot of people get to wear them in the town that is up for debate. And so we need to know what is a good idea here. We got some options. What are we thinking, guys?
The first one we said was Wanda's the worst, and then no Wanda's welcome.
Yeah, no Wanda's welcome, and don't be a Karen was already said, so we can't do don't be a Wanda.
Yeah.
So we have those two. It's Wanda, TDN, the Dude Network, where Wandas aren't welcome.
Yeah.
That was that one. Yeah. So we need to know, what can we do for Wanda?
Yep.
I really want to, like, raise money off these shirt sales if they ever happen and put them toward a charity that has an interest of something that she fucking despises. Don't be a woke Wanda. Oh, I like it. The woke term's a little triggery, though. Wanda for mayor. Yeah, that was one Redbeard had. Wanda for mayor of Mayberry. That's going to be tough to beat. Do a take on WandaVision. I forgot about WandaVision.
I'm writing these down over here.
Yeah, these are good. I'm triggery, she says. We love you, Lan. We love everybody that has Robert. I know, Robert's on here. We thank everybody. We appreciate all you guys sticking around and watching the shows here with us. We really enjoyed the little family we have. It's fun looking over to the comments, guys, and just seeing conversations just happen.
Yeah.
Like it's like their own little, it's like they all have like, hey, it's Friday night with the friends. Like, let's go tap it. I mean, I love it. I just love everything about it. And you guys are all freaking awesome. Oh,
Hey,
that was the other one.
Way up
Wanda
here.
and Jill. But it was like Wanda and Jill fell down the hill.
Yeah. T. Carmack was here earlier. He said, "Hey, coach." He was excited
Oh,
to see
yeah,
it.
yep. He reshared it on Twitter for us. We love him for that.
WandaVision.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's real good stuff. I don't know. We got some decisions. Wakanda Wanda. Oh man. I knew this was the right group. I knew this was the right group. Damon, you got any ideas up there?
Man, I'm brewing. I'm looking
He's
at
brewing. He's working behind the scenes here, getting somebody pull up here. I think I got to take a potty break real quick. So you guys good for? Obviously, yes, you are. But you good for a 2-minute transition here? While
I don't know, bro.
I know it's
Really?
tough. I'm switching. I'm finishing my last
job
job here.
Okay.
What? No,
Okay,
just I gotta pee, man. I gotta pee, and I don't have a
gosh, what are we
jug
gonna do
to
without
pee
you?
in. I can't
No,
pull
you're
the
gonna
bill.
go. You don't have a jug. You don't have
a jug. Rookie
Rookie move.
Just pee on the floor. That's what you done last time. That's what you got them pads for. Just put the pad down.
Oh, burying him as soon as he steps out. Dude, okay, that's where I was going with it, Burley. That's exactly where I was trying to go with it. The fish named Wanda. Yeah. Trying to come up with something here.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's gonna be tough to really nail down something that's appropriately for her.
Yeah. One of these days we'll have a whole merch line and it'll be hashtag thank you trolls or some thanks trolls. The thanks trolls.
Exactly.
Man, they're rallying against Wanda now.
This is your troll section of shirts right here.
Yeah. It's going crazy. I could do this all day, guys.
I'm pretty sure you could.
Oh yeah. What do you got brewing up over there? What's going on?
I'm just on the background over here trying to work up.
We don't have to worry about that problem happening anymore. We'll put that bill at the desk.
Hey, well, we don't need to see the bathroom. I'm just saying.
What? Did you bring the toilet with you?
Yep.
Or did you bring them pads?
Well, I heard about the pads. I got carpet underneath me, which I always use as a pad.
Put down one of them puppy pads.
Yeah. The way I just did, I don't think there was any puppy pad that would have contained. I needed like a memory foam mattress or something.
Hey, listen, when my dog Odin was a puppy, dude, like 6 months old, there wasn't a puppy pad that held that. Like,
oh man.
I disagree with puppy pads because this teaches him it's okay to pee in the house.
Yeah, it's okay to pee in the house. Exactly.
I never understood the concept. I always thought
we did it a couple times, and that's it.
No, I always assumed lazy owner when I saw a puppy pad. I was like, man, you don't want to take a puppy out to pee in the potty, man, on the grass, like I get it nighttime, it's available, but man,
that's what we did it for.
Yeah, like,
but then still, it tells them like, oh, it's okay sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like. I get the concept, but I don't like it. It's not for everybody.
And the only thing, like, the only time we would really, if we had to leave for like an hour or so, a little bit when they were real young. But again,
God, guys, I could drink a lot of it.
Well, sucks we don't have.
I could too if I.
Yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, we're going to test how much that all works. We're going to test that theory out.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we do here on the Dude Network. We put it to the test, find out the truth, get down to the bottom of things.
We are truthers. We are truthers.
See if you ready to crap or get off the pot.
Have a 2-pound puppy. Yeah, I get. I know. I knew we were going to probably like upset some people with how I interpreted the puppy pad, but it was just my first impression because I guess the people that I saw using it was
adventures. We did not mean no shots from us. No
no.
shots.
There's exceptions for every rule, but so maybe a good way to God, I feel like I'm just like backtracking to appease everybody. But I guess the people that I saw using the puppy pad would have rather done the puppy pad than take their dog on a walk outside, even in nice weather, if that makes. So anytime I saw the puppy pad, I was just like, yeah. Tony, you triggered me first, no sticker, which, hey, by the way, it's still right here.
You're the worst, dude.
I'm the worst. I fucking hate myself.
Hey, just so you know, guys, that is actually natural. It's not like he's just putting you off. Bro, he told me he was sending me something for.
It was my sticker. It was my sticker.
Yeah. That was like 6 months. And then, it's just a long road. It's a marathon with Tony. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
You know, but when you get it, I do that because when you get it, you appreciate it.
That's right.
Oh, hey, she gets it. She gets it.
I'm just being a Wanda. You're just being amazing is what you are. Amazing. No, so upcoming guests. Let's go over this upcoming shows. We got a few minutes. Dude, there's bangers. We got some good ones. Next week, so I've been keeping a secret from you guys for a couple months.
Oh, here we go, dude.
Here we go.
Yeah, next Friday night, I think I might be able to share it. Got some stuff that needs to happen. So that's
Why do you do that?
Because I want you guys to...
Yeah, I thought we were hearing about it right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I missed you guys. You gotta wait one more week.
Yeah, why didn't
you
just
real.
Say,
we gotta have a reason.
Why didn't you just say next week I've been keeping something from you?
Because I wanted you to think about what it could be all weekend and all week. Because Johnsy, you're miserable at work right now, and I wanted to give you something to get through your work
days. Actually, so I've actually really done some positive things for myself, and like really worked with my. Nah, it ain't George Clooney.
It's Kevin James.
But,
Wanda puppy pads. Make a fake product. Slap it on a shirt.
That is not a bad idea.
It's really not. Oh man.
I lost all my train of thought.
So next week. Okay, so next week's show, we're not having a guest. We will have a show. But I'll be sitting with Redbeard because we're cooking at our KCBS Ohio State Championship event next weekend, next Friday night. So Brad will be with us live next Friday.
So we're going to interview you about what it's like on the road, partying with a buddy.
Yeah, I guess
cooking barbecue.
Yeah,
for a competition. We all really know it's a hangout session.
Hey, I'm trying to go to the Jack, bro. We're going for the Jack at this thing, man.
Bro, I will be I will literally. I might try and come out if that happens.
Yeah, twice in 2 months, man. It's in October. I couldn't. Well, it's gonna be a lot closer. It's all the way like over in the western Tennessee, so
that's not closer, really.
It's close.
To you, it is. It's a half a country closer. Tennessee, West Tennessee's over by the Mississippi River, dude. I don't live anywhere close to there.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
We're just gonna win this thing next weekend, then we'll figure out the logistics. Fair?
There we go. Yeah.
Fair.
I will not be able to come in October.
So then May 5th,
anniversary month and concert month. Yeah, I'm out. Sorry.
So Johnsy, you was exactly right when that statement you made about a hangout. We're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
He's completely unprepared for next weekend.
Me too. Like, we're just going to send our best barbecue. We're going to break it down and just send it, you know.
Hey, the good thing is, here's the deal. You guys are both phenomenal cooks.
That's right.
Phenomenal. And Redbeard, I mean, yeah, he makes a great product, but he's also a little bit smarter because he paired himself with Tony Lane.
Ooh, good
And
recovery.
Tony pulls tricks out of. He knows how to just like throw a little extra on it. You watch.
When you throw a lot, there's 43 teams in this thing next weekend, so it's gonna be it's gonna be a tough one. But I'm excited for the
dude
challenge.
It up, bro.
Sure.
Just dude it up.
Yeah, I do one a year, man. We're gonna go for it. Like he said, I am also flying out to Virginia on Monday. We're coming back Thursday, and then I'll be home for 24 hours, and turn around and go for overnight trip down there. So my wife is going to be the real VIP. Shout out Alyssa.
Always the wives.
Always the wives VIP. But then May 5th, we're going to keep this sports train. We're going to regenerate it. We have with us Sam Clancy, who is a Cleveland native and played college ball at University of Southern California, is in the was in the Athletic Hall of Fame at University of Southern Cal, was drafted by the 76ers, blew out the ACL, didn't make it out of camp, but I ended up playing 20 years professionally at the highest level of all world basketball, got to see the world for 20 years.
Nice.
And now he's in the NBA coaching developmental program, and he's coming on here with us May 5th. So that's going to be a wild, awesome show. And then a week after that, it is the Memphis in May weekend on that week, Saturday. So we're going to have with us Myron Mixon and Bill Wheeler to talk about the Memphis in May. Myron's got a whole hog class going on that weekend, so they're not going to be at MIM this year. So we are super freaking blessed to have them talk about Memphis in May weekend with Mr. Memphis in May himself, Myron Mixon and Jack's Old South team there. And Bill Wheeler is awesome.
Well, Bill Wheeler is literally
May 13th, we hadn't
heard a surprise yet.
Yeah, I don't know. May 25th, I know we have Lee Valentine on, a comic that was referred to us by Rage and Pillage. Shout out Burley for that one. He does a lot of sports. So he's a sports comic. He does like stuff making fun of like New York teams like Jets, Yankees. So he's got
let's go. He's already my comedy.
So that's gonna be a really, really fun one. And God, I am basically booked. I am just missing
the surprise.
No, you don't know it.
This guy, dude, I can't believe you.
Yeah, I don't have anything for May 19th, but I think I do.
That's the surprise, Jonesy.
Yeah, the surprise is going to be the 19th. Actually, I think the 19th's open. 19th's open. We got to fill up the 19th yet, but we have a pretty action. We got Myron Mixon. We got an NBA coach in development. We got a stand-up comic, a funny dude, man. Like, May is going to be lit. My job is going to be lit. May is going to be a blur. Can't wait to have you all with us for the ride. May 19th, us will be us just saying we're going to the Jack. Brad says, I'm down for that.
Straight up.
We will make that one happen. But no, we loaded up, man. Awesome show tonight, guys. We're gonna wrap this up look at us being on time, getting out of here at 90 freaking minutes.
That's awesome.
Real quick here in the last minute, though, Damon, final thoughts?
Hey man, it's a great show. Great show. Like learning about the D2 stuff since I was, it's all D1 mostly around here. Well, I mean,
it's all you ever hear
about. What I deal with.
But there's
because I mean there is more levels to the sporting industry than where we're at on D1. So it's nice to hear about that stuff.
I take it for granted because I lived that D2 life all throughout college. That's really all I knew, and D1 was kind of a turnoff. So I know that's rare. So it was cool to bring you guys into that world with me tonight. Like one of my the thing that got me into what we're doing right now was D2 basketball. Like that's just the truth.
Hey, I watched you do basketball live one time.
I think that's how we met.
School.
One of the times we met, yeah.
Heck yeah.
It was like early on. It was like when Johnsy was like
a long time ago.
Long time, because I haven't done The Friday, luckily, you know what I love about this show? It got me out of doing like Friday night lights and basketball again. I don't have to do it anymore. I wanted to stay relevant and keep my reps in, but like I'm getting so many reps now on my own. I don't need that stuff. Like you can keep your $40. But yeah. We'll see everybody next Friday live in Marietta, Ohio. We'll be taking the Dude Network studio on the road, so we'll have a mobile site. First time since last year at Marietta, where we did a mobile site. I think last year was during the NFL draft. It was the NFL draft weekend, I think, last time. So that was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. Damon Johnsy, love you guys. Nombre, Rev, we missed you tonight. Love you guys too.
Don't
We'll
forget
see everybody.
this Sunday with Dez.
Yes, thank you. God, man, that was terrible. Sunday, Cooking Comedy Chaos. Love her. Big fan of hers. She's a big fan of us, but she's way bigger than us. So
Her
don't
book's
ask her why
out,
she's a
so
fan
you're
of
gonna
us.
want to tune in and watch this
Her
one.
cookbook is out, and her being from Pittsburgh and me being from an hour and 30 minutes away from that, we have a lot of the same recipes. So I'm excited to look into her cookbook and see what similarities her family upbringing recipes were with ours. But we'll do a deep dive into that cookbook and a lot of our stuff with myself and Damon on Sunday, and John Zay will be hopping on about halfway through if God bless works out. So, but we're going to manifest that positive energy that he does. So next time we'll see you on Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Figure out everything in between. We'll see you next time. Let's go.